Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel, and actually we have an OP replay for you today, a very OP replay. So today we have the Object 907. Yes, this is a tank, a Russian medium tank, very good tank. I don't think it's quite as good as the other Russian mediums, but you can still perform very well. Just what we're going to see here from our Arpeggios. Yeah, we're going to go for that, Arpeggios. So, I mean, it's got the DPM of the Russian mediums. The speed is good. The armor profile, however, I don't think is as good, but you can still bully the enemy team completely with the DPM. So as you can see, he's got a few heavies here that have a nice amount of hit points. The motion's there. You've got a mouse there. It's just literally, it's screaming hit points. It's literally is screaming farm. He's going to farm some damage. Now, luckily for him, the enemy medium tanks and the light tank didn't come this way. So he's spotting the team, and he's now able literally to farm almost anybody he wants. But of course, if they are over that side of the map, it is a little bit more difficult to get that shot off. So of course, if he clears this motion now, he will be able to get behind the enemy team and maybe behind the mouse. But of course, there is a Death Star there. So for me, the Death Star, after the motion, the Death Star needs to be the priority. Of course, at this stage, I would be taking care of this motion, but he's not doing that. He is going for the Death Star. Maybe he sees the Death Star as a bigger threat, but he is going for the Death Star and ignoring the motion. However, the motion does get taken out, so it doesn't matter too much. So 2.1k damage, 2 tanks down for his team, 1 tank down for the enemy team, and you could just see he is completely bullying this Death Star. The Death Star just cannot do anything. With the reload of this thing, he was just constantly going for the track, and he just couldn't do anything. He could not do anything at all. So at this point of the game, does he now go for the mouse, or does he go for the other tanks, the one-shots, the medium tanks? Because for me, they are more dangerous than the mouse. Yes, the mouse has armor, has hit points, but it's a slow tank, doesn't have the best DPM, and personally, I would probably be leaving the mouse and going for the other tanks that are bullying his team. But no, he decides that he wants to go for the mouse, and as I've said, I can't really show if he's aiming it. You can see these two guys here are dealing with 3 tanks. Honestly, I would have left the mouse where he is. He's in no bother. He's not causing any issues at all. However, them guys are. So he decided to go for the mouse. I mean, there is no right or wrong. It's just what I would personally do. Now the Progetto has come to play. There is a two tank on 1 advantage, and the M6 Yo is actually doing a good fight over there. So it is now down to a 3 versus 3. He's farmed up 5.4k damage. He's on 2 kills, and he's now going to get that kill on the mouse to bring it to 3 kills and 5.6. Now there is just 2 heavies left, but both heavies are absolutely full hit points. They're full hit points, and both of these teammates are now basically, or one's now dead and one is very low hit points. But again, I would be ignoring that IS-7, which he is starting to do. So that is a good move. Just when he actually needed to focus on a certain tank, he's doing the exact thing that he should be doing. Ignore the IS-7, go for the IS-4, because that means it is a 2 versus 1, but not just a 2 versus 1. The IS-4 is aiming at the Yo. So yes, it's a 2 versus 1, and he gets lucky because the IS-4 wants to go for the Yo and not him. So he's able to save his hit points. But there goes the Yo. It is now a 1 versus 2, and he's still full hit points for now. Again, he's at the stage now. Do you ignore the IS-7? He is going to take a few shots, But he's in that position where he has to ignore the IS-7. You can only focus one tank. Why go for the IS-7? You might as well go for the IS-4. You can see him trying to hide from the IS-7, which is the right choice, because if he's going to get shot from a tank, you might as well only get shot from one tank. So that was actually a good move. Now the IS-4 is a one-shot. He is going to be able to take him out very, very soon. However, because he's only got heat left, he is now doing less damage. So he's on 500 hit points. He gets a lucky bounce there, and now he's in that position where he can use the mobility and just bully the IS-7. But he needs to be quick. He needs to get there quicker. He's already on 8,000 damage, so to be honest, he's already done a fantastic job, but he needs to be very careful, because just a little ram will be enough to be able to clear. Now the IS-7 could just load up HE here. He could just load up HE, and I'm even thinking, like, how is he getting away with this? How is this object getting away with this? Literally, he's just completely bullied this IS-7. Now, I was expecting him to die there, because that's usually what happens. You put in the good work, absolutely good work, fantastic work, and then you lose by just that little ram at the end. But nevertheless, a fantastic game. He did manage to pull it off, and a Hall of Fame game. Number 1 Hall of Fame in the Object 907. 9,700 damage, and he also gets 5 kills, and what a nice carry. The Vickers did a good job. The IS-7 did a good job until the end there. I don't think he should have lost that. He really should not have lost that game, but it is what it is. Well played from our Object 907. So I hope you enjoyed today's replay, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With